In the depths of our being lies a truth, a path to awakening. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." How profound yet elusive this truth can be. It's like a riddle waiting to be solved. It's like a journey waiting to be embarked upon. So, let's set sail on the voyage of self-discovery and transformation. Let's dive into the story of Elena, a tale that brings these words to life. Elena lived a life many would envy. A successful career, a bustling social life, yet a feeling of fulfillment eluded her. She was the epitome of modern success, always on the go, always achieving. Yet when the lights dimmed and the noise of the day subsided, she was confronted by a lingering emptiness, a void that success and socializing could not fill. In her dreams, she found herself in a vast unexplored forest. The towering trees, the dense foliage, the echoing silence all seemed to mirror her own mind. Vast, unexplored, filled with shadows and mysteries. These dreams, recurring and vivid, stirred a sense of curiosity in Elena. What did this forest represent? Why did it appear in her dreams night after night? Each night, she would dream of this vast, unexplored forest, a metaphor for the uncharted territories of her own mind. Little did she know, these dreams were the beginning of a journey that would change her life forever. One evening, during a quiet moment of reflection, Elena realized her life was a series of reactions to unseen forces within her. As she sat alone, her thoughts began to wander, diving deep into the recesses of her mind. She saw patterns, recurring dreams, constant fears, unfulfilled desires, all of which seemed to influence her choices and actions subtly yet powerfully. It was as if an invisible puppeteer was pulling the strings of her life, dictating her every move. The puppeteer was not some external force, but her own unconscious mind. It was an epiphany that shook her to the core. She understood that her unconscious fears and desires, like marionette strings, were shaping her path, her so-called fate. This revelation was the first step on her journey of self-discovery, a journey to make her unconscious conscious, to seize control of her life, to change her fate. Determined to confront these shadows, Elena began a quest not outward, but inward. This was not a journey marked by milestones or physical achievements, but by subtle shifts in awareness, in understanding, in perspective. Elena sought solace in solitude, allowing herself to truly listen to the whispers of her soul. She began to journal, pouring out her thoughts, fears, and desires onto paper. She practiced meditation, stepping into the silence within her, letting her breath guide her deeper into her mind's uncharted territories. The more Elena journeyed, the more she discovered. The shadows that once seemed daunting now became sources of wisdom, lessons waiting to be learned. She found strength in vulnerability, power in acceptance, wisdom in silence, and slowly the forest in her dreams began to clear, revealing paths she never knew existed, paths that led not away from, but towards herself. Paths that echoed with the promise of self-discovery and transformation. Months passed. With each shadow brought to light, Elena felt lighter, more authentic. Her journey inward, while daunting, had become a voyage of liberation. As she ventured deeper into her own psyche, she discovered not monsters, but fragments of herself long ignored. By acknowledging these fragments, she began to feel a sense of unity, a sense of wholeness she had never experienced before. Elena was transforming. Her reactions to life's events were no longer knee-jerk responses dictated by hidden fears or unacknowledged desires. Instead, they became conscious choices, decisions made with awareness and understanding. Every day she felt more in tune with herself, her actions more aligned with her innermost values. And then the epiphany. She realized that what she once called fate was merely her unconscious, steering her away from her true self and her dreams. The strings of the marionette had been cut, and Elena was finally free. Elena's journey transformed her. No longer a puppet to her unconscious, she became the architect of her life. Her transformation was not merely a change, but a metamorphosis, a rebirth into a world where she held the reins. The once daunting forest within her dreams had vanished, replaced with visions of a vibrant garden. It was her mind now understood, now tended, blooming with endless possibilities. The dreams of the forest ceased, replaced by visions of a garden. Her mind, now understood and tended, bloomed with possibilities.